I know that y'all love history lessons so fucking much. So let's get into it, shall we? In October of 2021, I became aware of a girl named Jessica Hessler. Timeline of Jessica playlist on my YouTube channel. All right, Jessica was covering Miss Ashley Cat at the time and had started doing some weird shit, right? So in that weird shit, somebody comes to me and says, hey, you know that she lives with a convicted PDF, right? She does, and does, yeah, does. We'll get into that in a second. So anyway, I start calling, we call her Shafty. Do you know why we call her Shafty? Because when she made the videos defending his crimes, she said he had, I quote, by the way, he had a below the waist piercing and he sent her a picture of just the shaft. Yeah, she said that. She didn't quite understand that even though it was gratefully a 14-year-old decoy, right? She didn't understand. She kept justifying it. It was an adult behind the computer. You're right. It was an adult. Thankfully, because he thought it was a 14-year-old girl. Okay? So, for 2 years, I deal with Shafty's lies. Do you remember when you called at Karen, right? And you told Karen, I heard the call and it was Margaret's voice. I hope that you have that, okay? Because you're now blaming me. It went from Ella to Find Out to fucking anybody else it could be, and now it's me. So you should probably be aware that I filed a FOIA. I sure did. So get ready for me to disprove that, and y'all look bad. In the summer of 2022, while Shafty was live, her PDF groped one of her children, okay? Yeah, somebody, Jessica, called the police about that. Yeah, she sure did. Did you forget that part? I guess you did, but neither here nor there. I'm gonna get to what I'm getting to. All right, so Shifty called the police to her house. I'll have that report as well. Not me. And that was way after you alleged that you were swatted. Do you remember that? I remember that. Okay, so never called the DCF. You see this video, 9/13/22? It's there. I said I've never called DCF or the police on Shafty and didn't, okay? So in the summer of 2023, Shafty was getting increasingly vile. We'll leave it at that. So I just want to make my position clear. You can't come back to the internet and blame everything on the other people that you were sitting with, because you certainly had a part in it. You sure did. I could pull all those messages out if you want. I don't think I'm going to entertain you much. I'm just going to put this out so that other people are aware. Okay? So that was that. Shifty wound up leaving the internet. She did. She left the internet because the pressure was insane. Okay? And you know what you didn't know is that when other people shared that clip of what appeared to be your child being groped on your live stream, I went to them and said, hey, can you cover their faces? You didn't know that, huh? Any hoosies. So between here and there, you also say you didn't contact the constable's job, but you know that I had the proof that it was you that found the job, and I know you denied it, but it happened. So I don't care whether I'm friends with Chrissy or not, you still had a part in contacting her job. All right, again, there's that integrity thing. Whether I give a fuck about somebody or not, I'm still gonna tell the fucking truth, okay? That's a fact, all right? You also lie about stupid shit that like is easily disproven. So I'm gonna go back to, I hope that you have a police report with my name on it. I know you don't, but I hope you do, okay? Now, let's get to the real reason why I'm here. I did this last night. I want y'all to pay attention to those numbers, okay? 25192. Interesting. This, okay? Offender name Keith Ray Smallman in Michigan, all right? You can also Google perverted justice, bloodline of hate, and see exactly what I'm talking about. 6 years later, I've still never gotten through that chat, so trigger warning if you go digging. Now, I want y'all to see what that says at the bottom, all right? 25192, where have I seen those numbers? That's weird. Also, you see that thing that says compliance compliant? Well, that means that this address is certainly correct. So, that's weird. I personally believe that when Shafty ran away from the internet, oh, by the way, this cockeyed kid Toucher also cheated on her, okay? He cheated on her, is a PDF, and they still share the same address. That's super weird. Anywhoosies, also, you should know that you can lie all you want. It is never going to change the facts. And you'd be surprised how many people around here were aware of this entire situation and just watch you lie daily. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate for you. All right. So also, there was a FOIA filed in August of 2023 when she left the internet and said that she went in for a psych eval but had her phone, okay? Ashley busted her out on that because she didn't know that somebody else was sending me the screenshots of the conversation. But anywhoosies, yeah, I filed a FOIA, no EMT response, which is strange, right? Super weird. Anywhoosies, okay, you could continue lying, but you will be proven liar. Whether I do it publicly or privately, that's if I have the fucking time to. All right. Also, really quickly, I know that there was some discrepancy with Temptress's OnlyFans photos. You did send them to me in my email because your quote, "These are too private to share to anybody else." So you sent them to me because you knew I wouldn't share them, and I immediately forwarded them to her. Okay? So I hope that y'all understand that y'all are being lied to, and that ain't about to be a me problem. Also, just gonna address this really quick. This was Shafty's neighbor that Shafty was fucking harassing. Yeah, this person made several videos on TikTok with Shafty's visible. That's how people found her, okay? And then she contacted me to show me that Shafty was harassing and fucking stalking her family. Okay? So no, I didn't become friends with a fucking neighbor, you weirdo. Shafty did what she always does, which is harass people constantly. She harassed that girl, and she was a fucking, she is, excuse me, a veteran. She harassed her entire family, all right? So, I hope that you learn to find some proof before you go spewing your mouth, because we have proof over here, all right? And all it takes is me cracking Dropbox open to back up every fucking thing that I say. But coming from you, do I really even have to? I don't think so. So enjoy, carry on.